What's up guys, Joe Driven Films here, and I'm back giving you 5 pro tips on how you can level up your automotive filmmaking. Let's get the B-roll going. Alright guys, so tip number 1 is don't always rely on a gimbal. Gimbal shots with really nice smooth movement, they add a very nice feel to your films, but you don't want to overuse it. Make those gimbal shots feel special by not overusing them in every single shot. Getting some really nice handheld movements is going to add some interest to your shots as well. It's going to make it feel a little bit more cinematic because there will be some natural camera shake if you're, doing handheld movements. You could also get some amazing shots with just a tripod. I feel like the tripod is one of the most underused tools when it comes to automotive filmmaking. Another thing to keep in mind is that not every shot needs to have actual camera movement. Rely on your subject to provide the movement. Set your camera up on a tripod and let the car come into the shot and let that provide movement. This way, when it comes time for you to do your gimbal movements, that makes those shots a little bit more special. You're giving your audience something to sort of look forward to or be amazed by once they see a really badass gimbal shot. So keep in mind, you don't always need a gimbal to add camera movement. All right guys, tip number 2 is vary your shot types. This may sound like a no-brainer, but mix your focal lengths up. So what I like to do sometimes is I'll start with a wide shot of the car, and that helps to establish a location. Then I'll cut to a medium or close-up shot, and that delivers the bait. This will help keep your edits dynamic and interesting. It'll help keep the viewer engaged. Again, establishing a location is key because it's not all about the car. You want to see the setting. You want to see the interesting places that this car is in. Another thing you can do is introduce a drone shot. Adding in drone shots are just another way to keep your edits dynamic, keep them interesting, and keep your viewers hooked. So when planning out your shot list, definitely keep that in mind. Mix your focal lengths up to help create a more dynamic and engaging film. Tip number 3 is to record audio of the car. When it comes to automotive filmmaking, one of the most intriguing aspects is hearing the engine, hearing the blow-off valve of the turbo, hearing the supercharger whine. All these little sounds that cars make will definitely help to take your film to the next level. So let's start with capturing exterior audio while the car is moving. Now, the way I capture that type of audio is I'll put something like a Zoom H4n in the trunk of a car, and then I'll run a lav mic to the bumper, and I'll gaff tape the lav mic to the bumper. Now, to record sound from the interior of the car, I would use the H4n Pro again, put that in the cup holder, let the driver take off, and let the recorder run. Now, one trick that I use to capture sound coming from the front of the car, I'll tape a lav mic to one of the side mirrors. What this does is it allows me to capture sound coming from the front of the car, but it also doesn't pick up a lot of wind noise because the mirror itself is blocking the wind. Capturing all the sound effects while you're on the shoot will help to make your edits a little bit more interesting when it comes to doing sound design. Now on to tip number 4, and that is shoot different areas of the car. Take the time to walk around the car and appreciate it for what it is and look for different interesting things that you could film. This way you're not missing out on really nice aspects of the car. For instance, the beautiful air inlets on a Lamborghini or something like a huge brake kit on a Porsche. That's something that people notice about these cars. So as a filmmaker, it's your job to focus in on those details and present them in the best way possible. Film things like emblems, film things like the brake calipers, the exhaust tips, film the interior. Oftentimes people neglect the interiors of the cars. Don't be afraid to ask the owner to pop the hood.
Hey, pop the hood.
Pop the hood?
Pop the hood.
Just under the hood alone, you have so many options to create some beautiful shots. If the car has a turbo, shoot the turbo. If it has a supercharger, shoot that. Even if the car doesn't have anything flashy or aftermarket under the hood, shoot it anyway. Not every car that you shoot is gonna have aftermarket parts. So again, mixing it up, shooting other parts of the car will definitely help take your automotive filmmaking to the next level. Last but certainly not least is tip number 5, and that is to plan out your shots. Now, we're gonna dive pretty deep into this because there are several aspects to planning your shoots. First off, definitely scout your location. Scouting out your location will help you to better determine the exact shots you wanna get. The next thing I suggest you do is to create a mood board. A mood board will help you to develop a look and feel of what you want your film to look like. So the way I create a mood board is I'll use shots that I've taken in the past and I'll load them up into Adobe InDesign and I'll create a mood board of different shots, and that'll help me to develop or determine a look that I want for my shots. So this way, when I show up ready to shoot, I've got a look in my mind and I'm ready to capture that. Now, the next part of the planning process is usually a storyboard. There are plenty of ways you can make a storyboard. You could use Adobe Photoshop, you could use pen and paper. No matter how you approach making a storyboard, having a storyboard is definitely gonna help to define direction and story for your film. Now, after you've done all of that, after you've scouted your location, after you've done your storyboard and your mood board, it's time to create your shot list. A shot list is vital to help keep you organized while you're on set. Now, you don't have to go into detail. You could do something as simple as listing out the description of the shot and then saying what type of shot it is, whether it's a medium shot, a wide shot, or a close-up. So let's recap. Before you even start shooting, scouting your location, creating a mood board to define your look, creating a storyboard to help direct your story, and then creating a shot list to help keep you organized while you're shooting will definitely help to take your work to the next level. All right, so there you have it. There are your 5 tips on how to improve your automotive filmmaking. If you learned something from this video, please hit that like button, share it on social media, send it to your friends, and if you have any questions, drop a comment below. And of course, please hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell icon next to it so you can get notified of when I release new videos. Until next time, take care.